shows and how they get the separation in games like tonight.
And Stephanie, a steal to start the fourth. It's Watson taking it to the rim for the throwdown. Yeah, I think the other part with Mark Daigneault, when we spoke with him prior to the game, he made the point, the last thing you want to do is overreact with your club. You've done so many great things throughout the year to finish the season with a 68-14 record. You breeze through the first round. You don't overreact. It's just before the buzzer in game one.
Yeah, I love that you brought that up, and that was a great point on his part. Look, he said there are things that they can improve upon, things they can do better, but not change who you are after one game. And I think what they've done is they've been able to get back to who they are here in this game. They needed this. They needed to have a bounce-back performance to show that their style, their philosophy is you know, what they've had success in the regular season.
With Jalen Pickett, Naji Strother, who puts it off the window, +1.
Nice move. Really just a sign of leadership in how you manage the up.
He still very much believes in the up three foul philosophy. It's just when you foul, and they were waiting for a foul so Jokic could come into the game. Everything had to break the way that it broke for the Denver Nuggets to win that game, and it did. 7 things had to happen, and they all did.
It was like a perfect storm right there, and you're right. It was a great game, great comeback, gutty performance. Certainly, the question now is, can Denver regroup and they go back home? And can they find that magic they had in the fourth quarter at home, where it'll be much easier?
Kick it out for the Naji jumper, and he cans it from long range. We saw Denver do this to the Los Angeles Clippers in Game 7 of the first-round series, and tonight they're on the receiving end of a rout in favor of the Thunder. Here's Joe one-on-one with Tyson, and Joe nails the J.
And you talk about that Game 7 after 6 tough games in that Clipper series, and at home, it wasn't the stars that really created the separation in that game, in that blowout. It was Christian Brown, it was Aaron Gordon, it was Russell Westbrook. So much easier for the complementary players when they're playing at home in the playoffs as opposed to on the road.
Kenrich Williams will bounce it for Jalen Williams. Now Mitchell gets a touch. Fend off on Naji, step through, Mitchell denied. Zeke Naji with a block. Hunter Tyson in his second year out of Clemson. Pickett's pull-up. Doesn't go. Second-year guard from Penn State. Wiggins to Kenrich Williams. He's fouled by 9.
And like we said, no let-up at all.
May 25th, the Magic is back. The adventure is just beginning. In the Librarians.
Productive somewhat off the bench, but you want to compete. You're always being evaluated. Maybe you stumble upon something. Maybe David Adelman will see something that works that he can incorporate in Game 3 or 4 as they return back to Denver. And certainly Strother, I like his aggressiveness right there. Had a 3-point play opportunity drive, and off the dribble handoff, a nice little push shot in the lane.
I think everybody saw around the NBA the video of Nikola Jokic during a timeout in Game 1, very demonstratively talking to his teammates. Joe with a pass inside for Williams, working around the perimeter. Mitchell, and that's a treble. Accountability is there, and at the respect level that the team has. Tyson misses from long range. Naji the offensive rebound. Slapped away. Turnover. Joe give it up. Mitchell cans a triple. And that just shows you where this Denver team is right now and why Adelman has been such a good fit at the head coaching position, replacing Michael Malone, who was an NBA champion.
He's been a great fit. So impressed with, we meet with him in the meetings and his perspective, how he approaches these matchups, and might have that interim tag removed when it's all said and done with the way he's resonated with this team. Just not having the performance here tonight in Game 2.
His father, Rick, was a tremendous head coach in the NBA with Portland, Golden State, Sacramento, Houston, and Minnesota. Consistent winner. And David obviously takes a great deal from what he learned being around his dad. And when he asked her in the moment, instead of freaking out, it was like, oh, yeah, that's what it is. So I'll go do it.
Well, that's funny, but that's also David is ready. He's been around it his whole life and certainly learned from one of the best to ever do it in his father.
Watson, drive and deuce. Under 7 minutes to go. It's 133 to 90.
He also said he played basketball in high school with one of the members of the Brotherhood, Mike Dunleavy Jr., the GM for Golden State, and I asked him, did Mike a team?
And he said those relationships are still very much alive today. He learned a great deal. Now, obviously, as you come through the ranks, is being around highly accomplished people doing what you one day want to do. Osmosis. Pickett. It's an air ball and a shot clock violation.
Or the coach at Marquette. And kind of has like a college feel, this Oklahoma City team. The way they play, the way they buy in. It's impressive. But that's what USA Basketball does. It brings people together.
Oh, wait.
Forms bonds.
Is this a PSA?
Yes.
We just laid it on a tray for you, didn't we?
Oh, thank you.
Substantial deal, 4 years, $32 million. Extra size on the bench. Limited action during the season. TNT is your new home for NASCAR. This summer, tune in to all the action beginning June 28th on TNT and stream on Max. He's the Pac-12 Freshman of the Year in 2020 in Arizona. One stat in favor of the Nuggets. They've won 7 straight playoff series after winning Game 1. And the scoring continues as Isaiah Joe makes it rain. Chachar and a handoff for Tyson. 5:25 mark of the fourth. Steal. Mitchell upstairs.
I'd like to see this OKC team practice. I mean, just go at it as Strawther knocks down a three-pointer, but it's impressive to see what they've done. And you started to see it like 2 years ago when they didn't necessarily, they may be a 500 team, and as Joe just stays